Good day and welcome back to Ginger's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make my mother Norma Jean's not a hot dog for lunch recipe. My mother didn't drive and she had small children. I was the oldest and she had hot dogs for lunch. And because she didn't drive and she couldn't run to the grocery store, and we really didn't do that back in those days, you kind of, used what you had. Now I had just cooked a couple of hot dogs, and usually I start from, the hot dogs right out of the package. But these were partially cooked. And now I chopped them up and I put them in a frying pan with a tiny bit of butter. Now once those get a little brown on the outside, I'm going to add the additional ingredients. Now normally my mother would she would start with raw peppers and raw onions for this recipe. But I made chicken and peppers last night with Mancini jar peppers. They're fried peppers, the red and green, and they are so delicious. And I kept some of those out from the chicken recipe, so it also has some chicken au jus in it as well. Chicken juice from last night, Mancini fried peppers and onions, and hot dog. And I can't wait to taste it. Peppers and the hot dogs, it's going to be good. Now I just added the peppers and onions that have a little bit of chicken stock in with them, and I'm going to saute that all together and get all the flavors to mix together. And then we're going to add my mother's secret ingredient. Now I'm not sure why the video kind of looks like the fire isn't under the pan. So I just wanted to make that point. I'm not doing something dangerous. The pan is over the fire. Must be the angle of the camera. There, I wanted to move the camera a little bit closer so you could actually see what's cooking in the pan. And the hot dogs and the peppers and onions, that little bit of chicken au jus from last night. Now, unfortunately, I didn't push record when I added the secret ingredient. So it's not going to have as much of an impact and a surprise. The secret ingredient that my mother squirted in this recipe was a little bit of ketchup. Now, I use a ketchup that doesn't have high fructose corn syrup. I use Aldi Specialty, but I understand you can get ketchup without any sugar at all, and I'm going to look for that. Now, normally the sauce is a little bit more red. Because of the chicken juice, it isn't as red as normal. But I can't wait to taste it. I've never used leftovers from the chicken recipe, so we'll see how it tastes. So I made my father-in-law's chicken and Mancini pepper recipe last night, used the leftover peppers in this dish, and so I'm remembering my father-in-law and my mother. I wanted to do recipes that reminded me of family because today is week 5 that my husband passed away. 5 weeks ago today. Now I'm going to plate this up, and I'm not ready for lunch. It's before lunch. So I'm going to plate this up over some rice. You can put it over rice. Sometimes I just have it over bread. Sometimes I just have it by itself. It's truly delicious. So I hope you enjoy this recipe, and I hope you try it because it really is. If you're having a hot dog for lunch and you really want something different and not just a plain hot dog, you still have a hot dog, but with a twist, and with a good twist. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. Please like and subscribe. Now you can see as I put it over the rice, you can start to see some of the red color. And it's not a lot of ketchup. It's just a little bit, and my mother used to mix it with water, but of course I didn't need any water because of the chicken stock that was already in with the Mancini fried onions and peppers. And I hope you can get that at one of your local markets. And I'm also going to take a picture at the end and show you that product. It's really good. They also have roasted ones. So if you're not into the fried ones, they have roasted red peppers. but if you want the onions and the green and red peppers, you have to get the fried. So again, please like and subscribe. I'm tasting it now. It's so good. Reminds me of my mother. And that summer day that she first made this, it reminds me of my father-in-law because I made it with the leftover peppers from his chicken and Mancini pepper recipe. It's just delicious and lots of memories. Again, please like and subscribe, and until next time.